In this quiet town, life seemed as ordinary as it could get, until the day it wasn't. This is the chilling story of Mary Bobo Shinn.
Mary Bobo Shinn was 25 years old when she disappeared.
Mary Jimmy Shinn, affectionately nicknamed Bobo, was born in Magnolia, Arkansas on January 11, 1953. Growing up in a tight-knit family with loving parents, Gresham and Mary Sue Shinn, and 4 siblings, which included her older sister Rebecca, Bobo's childhood followed a typical trajectory. Following her graduation from Magnolia High School in the early 1970s and obtaining her degree from Southern Arkansas University in 1976, friends and authorities were immediately concerned when her car was found abandoned behind a nearby grocery store.
The car had been found behind a local grocery store.
When Bobo's worried mother, Mary Sue, came to ask for help. Cliff Knowles told, "She came in looking troubled, and I asked, 'Mrs. Shinn, is something wrong?' She replied, 'I'm worried about Bobo.'" Mary Sue's profound worry set off a frantic search that spanned decades. Despite extensive investigations, Bobo's body was never found. The fingerprints found in her car.
Fingerprints were found inside, but they've yet to be identified.
This unresolved mystery continues to haunt those who remember her and casts a lingering shadow over the community she once called home. The disappearance. Mary Bobo Shinn's day progressed in the usual manner. She began her daily routine in the morning at her house, eagerly awaiting a call that had the potential to alter her life. At approximately 11 a.m., Mary received a call from her friend Anita asking her to come over, but she turned down the invitation as she was expecting an important call from a potential buyer for one of her newly renovated properties. Mary's excitement was evident, mixed with a touch of apprehension, when the call finally arrived. The buyer suggested a unique arrangement. He proposed exchanging houses due to car issues at the Pontiac dealership. They planned a meeting at the Easy Mart. Jokingly, Mary said to Anita, "If I'm not back by afternoon, come look for me." As the evening passed and Mary didn't come back for dinner, worry took hold of her parents. Mary Sue's mother quickly went to the Pontiac dealership, looking for information about the man Mary had talked about. A staff member at the location couldn't verify the man's car service, but recalled observing Mary's blue 1976 Buick at the Easy Mart at midday. That evening, the employee saw Mary's car again at Smitty's grocery store. Indoors, documents bearing Mary Bobo Shinn's name raised his alarm. Understanding the seriousness of the situation, he hurried to let Mary Sue know at her residence. After learning this new information, Mary Sue reached out to the authorities, leading to a probe that heightened the enigma surrounding Mary Bobo Shinn's vanishing and creating a somber atmosphere in the neighborhood. Timeline. On an ordinary morning, Bobo started her day with a walk before heading to her art studio by 11 a.m. to teach a class. She spoke with her friend Anita shortly after. Around the same time, a man approached her about a house outside of town, possibly for a trade. Meanwhile, at Easy Mart, an employee remembered a man with dark hair in a white t-shirt and jeans getting change for the payphone around 11 a.m. Could he be connected to Bobo's day? A carpenter working near the house Bobo was selling reported seeing her arrive around 11:30 a.m. Soon after, a man in a dark green Pontiac drove up. They entered the house together but left separately, heading the same way. Here's where things get confusing. Henry Irwin, a farmer, added another twist. While baling hay, he saw a car like Bobo's where a man and woman appeared to be struggling, the car swerving as they fought. Around 1:30 p.m., employees at Smitty's grocery store noticed a car matching the description in their lot. Police focused on the time frame between noon and 1:30 p.m., trying to piece together Bobo's final moments. Despite extensive investigations, Bobo's disappearance remains a mystery. Though Bobo was eventually declared deceased, the truth behind her disappearance continues to elude authorities. An unexpected suicide. A few months after Mary Bobo Shinn's chilling disappearance, a disturbing event unfolded. In a nearby county, Michael G. Morris was found dead by suicide in the woods. Strangely, his physical appearance matched that of a man spotted near Bobo's last known whereabouts. Living just a county away, Morris was an unknown figure until his death thrust him into the spotlight of the growing mystery. Frustrated by the police's slow progress, Bobo's father took action, enlisting private investigator William Deere. Known for cracking tough cases, Deere had previously handled high-profile investigations. His first move was tracing Morris's steps on the day of his death. Deere uncovered troubling details about Morris's mental health. Diagnosed with schizophrenia and under psychiatric care, Morris had a fixation on Bobo's case, claiming insider knowledge to friends. With Morris deceased, Deere hit a frustrating dead end. Resorting to unconventional leads, Deere sought permission from the Morris family to exhume Morris's father's grave, based on a psychic's claim that Bobo was buried there. However, no second body was found. The aftermath was swift. The Morris family sued Deere for emotional distress and invasion of privacy, alleging his actions were extreme. Deere defended himself, revealing his information came from a nurse who overheard Morris's confessions to his psychiatrist, not a psychic. Yet, privately haunted by the mystery, Bobo's disappearance remained unsolved, a lingering puzzle in Deere's pursuit of justice. Quest for truth. In a small town where familiarity breeds trust, Sheriff Lowe was more than a lawman. He was a trusted friend and confidant. His deep ties to the community meant he felt the weight of Mary Bobo Shinn's unsolved case personally, vowing to uncover the truth. The town's peace was disrupted when William Deere, a renowned private investigator known for his brash style, arrived. From the outset, tensions simmered between Lowe, deeply invested in the case, and Deere, who saw local authorities as obstacles to progress. Their clashes grew heated, each accusing the other of hindering the investigation. Their conflict escalated to a point where Deere, frustrated with the situation, departed for Texas. In 2015, he reopened the case, starting anew with fresh interviews and a renewed determination to find closure. In an interview with Arkansas Life, Lowe expressed his unwavering commitment, driven by a sense of duty to the community and the Shinn family.
Nobody knows what us families go through with missing children and stuff until you walk in our shoes.
Anonymous call. Their intertwined saga continued with a surprising turn in 2016. William Deere received an anonymous call claiming crucial information about Mary Bobo Shinn's disappearance. The caller suspected someone still alive was involved and suggested her body might be on land outside of town. Eager for progress, Deere tried to involve Sheriff Lowe, but Lowe insisted all information go through the county prosecutor, sticking to official channels. Unconvinced by bureaucracy, Deere pursued the lead independently, while Lowe persisted with his methodical reopening of the case. Despite years passing and ongoing efforts, the friction between them endured. Their conflicting methods and personalities kept them at odds, preventing any reconciliation. In this lifetime, we may not know what happened to Bobo, but we find comfort in the assurance that nothing hidden will remain undisclosed. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more. Share your theories or any information in the comments below. Stay tuned for more chilling tales and mysteries.